You what? You always fucking forget.
Yeah, I always forget. Like, never mind. Just kidding.
Well, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another regular anime guys Attack on Titan review discussion for episode 72. Yeah, 72. Joining me today is my own group of devils from Paradise Island. Up first is she is always right. Clearly,
Dang.
she's never ever
When she gets
wrong.
information from other people.
From you. Nerd. You won't even hear that.
She's still the bearers of hatred, though. And you still better never ask her about her day. Miss What the Fuck Quad herself. Quad, to go ahead and say what's up to the people.
What's up?
We also, he showed up. He didn't show up last week, but he's here this week. It's our guy, Nesto. Nesto, say what's up to the people.
Hey, what's up? Trying to keep everybody on their toes. Am I going to be here? Am I not?
I didn't write any notes down for this episode.
It's all good. We just finished watching the episode, of course, ourselves over on Attack on Titan, excuse me, over on twitch.tv/regulargamingguys_. Of course, if you didn't know, every Sunday we've been getting together to watch the latest episode of Attack on Titan and to do a little discussion and bring it to you guys here. This happens at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like I said, twitch.tv/regulargamingguys_, and we're doing this until the season is over. As I said before, this is a full review discussion for episode 72. So we are going to go into full spoiler modes, but we are anime only watchers, so no manga spoilers in either the Twitch chat or the YouTube comments later. But we are on all of your favorite audio podcast forms places. I forgot to put this into my little intro thing that I wrote down. But it's whatever platform you're using, search Regular Gaming Guys, and you should be able to find our podcast right over there. We switched it over and put it onto a audio format. But wherever you're watching this or listening to it, leave a like, a comment, if you can, subscribe to whatever. And yeah, guys, let's get into this. This was actually. So I have.
It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be, honestly.
Yeah, and I had. What's funny though is I have mixed feelings about the episode as a whole. I do feel like the stuff with Nicolo went on a little too long. I wish like they would have shortened that a little bit. But I did like how like they kind of explained. Explained why he was acting the way he was acting, because like, the last time we saw him, he was like this really nice and sweet dude or whatever. And for him to do like this complete 180 when we see him again, it made sense for why he was acting the way he was. But I did like the continuation of like the main story plot or whatever the main story beats. The one thing that I will say that I'm really liking about this season so far, and I feel like we've touched on this before, is the fact that like once shit starts to pop off, like they just go. Like there's none of this like
They're not
around.
around.
Yeah, the whole Titan serum thing today. They showed us in the beginning. They're talking about Zeke's spinal fluid in like an aerosol form, and then they showed it. Talked about it like immediately. Inside of like the wine and stuff like that. Quad, what were your thoughts on this episode as a whole?
Okay, the first thing that I was real irritated with is how they kept playing with me. I want Sasha to die so bad. And I was like, Nicola, please just kill her. Throw some, let her bleed out. And then, Shorty with the knife, when she ran up, I was like, yes! And then they stopped her. Of course, Mikasa was going to stop her, but I was pissed about that. The other thing that I just cannot stand, and I say this, I want to say that I say this like every week, is Flock. I just, how... I don't like how they didn't explain how he got there, because now he's getting like worse and worse and worse. And it's like, where was that transition? Like, what happened?
Yeah.
It's pissing me off now, because it's like, it's in his characteristics of this season, but not last season, or like how we met the character. Yeah. So it's so confusing to me, because I'm like, where is this coming from? He's like, like he knew about the plan all along.
Yeah, like
I don't remember Flock from past seasons. Like, what pivotal role did he have?
Yeah, Flock was literally in one season. It was last season, and he was the kid. Bitch. Yeah, he was a bitch. He was a kid that was like upset. He was upset. He's the one that drags what's his name's body. Erwin's body, Nesto. He drags Erwin's body over to where everybody else is, and it's when they have to make the choice between saving Erwin or saving
okay.
Armin.
Yeah, I remember who that is.
Yeah.
I'm still, oh my god, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yes, and I just don't understand that. What else happened in this thing? Freaking, yeah, that's
You were right about your theory? There you go.
I was right. Oh yeah.
He was right.
Oh yeah, that was me.
Oh
So
yeah.
well, we had already talked about it, but I forgot that was only for Twitch, not YouTube.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, last week I said that there was spinal fluid, or not spinal fluid, but Titan juice in the wine, right? So that's a highlight. Cool. Other than that, yeah,
a win. Yeah. Nessa, what are your thoughts on the episode?
I do think I think it was a good episode. I do think it's like really interesting because I was thinking about what Han said last episode, and I probably only like have like the luxury because I literally watched it like 2 hours before watching this one. But she says when she's talking to the other Marleyan slaves, she says every lie has a little bit of truth in it.
Yeah.
And then fast forward to this episode where she's like, "Oh, but Zeke said this about his spinal fluid." And I feel like that was like the lie with a little bit of truth in it. Like the truth being that his spinal fluid can turn people into Titans, but the lie being it doesn't. He hasn't really explained how it truly works and stuff like that. So it makes me feel like there's a lot more. It makes me like it's like I was saying earlier. Like I get really addicted with this show. Like being really picky at like certain things and like trying to like find clues and stuff like that because I feel like they do it really well.
Yeah.
So I think that was a nice like tie into this episode. I'm really interested to see like what Aaron's gonna talk to Armin and Mikasa.
Yeah, Mikasa.
About.
Yeah.
Like I'm really interested to see what he's gonna talk to them about. Like I think he's just gonna like let them know what's up. Like I don't think it's gonna be like a very like friendly discussion. Like, hey guys, just so you know, this is it. I think he's gonna be like, hey, I fuck with y'all, but I'm going
like
to
this is what it is
going
now.
to happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this. I'm just letting y'all know. And then just in case y'all want to try something crazy, because I think the only reason he has like his hand cut is off the strength of like he knows Mikasa's there.
Yeah.
So he knows that she might like fuck him up.
She might try something.
Like,
yeah.
Just to be a little
prepared. A little prepared. It's a little conscious about it.
No, it was good, man. Like I guess like only thing that like confuses me. The only thing I don't want to say confuses me. One thing I want to know is, and maybe I missed it, but like when was this whole thing like really planned? You know, like I can understand like okay, Aaron was talking to like the Marleyan like slaves and stuff like that. But it just seems so planned out. Like when are these like when is this communication happening? Like it just seems like too well thought out.
Yeah, I mean, you got to remember that we did start this season off, and this is 4 years. This is 4 years after everything went down, or the events of last season or whatever. So there is a timeline there for like when these conversations could have happened or whatever. But I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that from what it seems like they're really playing this very close to the chest. Like Yelena, like Nicolo says it in the episode. He says that like he was never truly sure if it had Titan juice in it, but he was he suspected it when he first got there or whatever. And so like the only reason why he got put over there was because Yelena had him put over there. And Yelena so like Yelena's the one that looks like Armin that we keep calling Armin, but it's not Armin.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Yelena was the one that put everybody in these positions. So I really think that what I really think happened was they expected to get caught. When they first pulled up, they expected to get caught by the police. Or by the military. Yeah, like Zeke and Yelena discussed this way before that. He then sends Yelena over to go do all this stuff to infiltrate and to start working up on a plan. What I'm starting to suspect, and now that we know for sure that like the Titan serum or this the spinal fluid can turn people into Titans or whatever. Now that we know this, what I'm starting to suspect is that like the reason why Mikasa and Armin like they're freaking out during that preview is because they're going to I think they're essentially going to try to blow the entire the Capitol. That's what I think. They're going to blow the Capitol, and then from there, like I don't know what the plan is after that.
But I don't see them wanting to blow up the Capitol. I think Aaron wants to just like protect like the island, and I think he feels like he doesn't have a choice. So he's trying to get to like he just wants to get to Zeke so they can do the rumbling, so he can like attack other people. Like that's what I think.
Well, see, I think
like, I think
you're right there.
But I don't think it's a personal attack on the actual island. like fucking up the capital.
Well, no. So I mean, you're not wrong. I think that's what Aaron's goals are, but I think Zeke's goals are to like restore Eldia to what it used to be, and that's going to start by like blowing up this island and then using these Titans that they have to go ahead and push forward with the rest of the towards the other countries. And start with like go from this island, go to Marley, take over Marley, and then by what's the word I'm looking for? Because they could. Go ahead.
But how come Aaron wouldn't want to do that either?
Because Zeke
I guess like we're both saying
Zeke
the
doesn't
same
know
thing.
that,
You're just...
or not Zeke. Excuse me. Aaron doesn't know that Zeke, Aaron doesn't know that. What I'm saying is the difference is that Aaron doesn't know that that's also part of Zeke's plan, because again, Zeke's playing this close to the chest and he's keeping a lot of this under wraps, and clearly he's very good at lying.
The only reason why I would disagree with that, because we see a lot more of like Aaron's intentions with everything. Like I think so. Like I think one of the reasons why, again, it's like just my theory, I think the reason why Aaron leaves and like goes to Marley is because he felt like time was wasting and he had to like continue to protect like the island, and he wants to like defend it and like fight like the other countries and stuff like that. So I don't think it's as much as Zeke as it is Aaron. Like I think it's more Aaron than it is Zeke, I guess.
So now I feel like I'm kind of lost as far as like what the whole point of this entire show is. Like, okay, so the point was to get up the founding Titan.
Yeah,
that was it. To get the founding Titan, and not to kill all the Eldians on the island. Literally, just to take the founding Titan back. That was the point. That was the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because they didn't want them to be as powerful. Sorry, my bad, Claude.
All right. So now they're at war, and he's like, "Oh, now we have to protect like the entire island," and it's just like they literally just want you. So it just seems like it's a lot of bullshit now. I don't know. It's just like it's not like either one of their like, I don't know, Zeke and fucking Aaron, they're both just I don't know. I feel like it's stupid that they're not working with the military, because I'm sure they could all just have a plan together. But I mean, obviously there's a need for drama, but it just doesn't make sense to me.
You got too many chiefs and not enough Indians.
But I think the reason why, like, at least for Aaron, I would guess, is that like he feels like he doesn't have enough time. Like I think like from my theory from like a couple weeks ago, I think that like when he touched his story, his hand, he saw something. He realizes he only has like X amount of time, and so he's trying to push the process. Because like before that, they were saying like, oh, we'll just wait, we'll do this and that, and he's just like, no, fuck that. I'm just gonna go there now and just kick everything off.
The problem is there's no communication. You're not telling us anything. I feel like
I think Nesta is onto something as far as like Aaron, like the reason why Aaron originally went over to Marley in the first place, like why he went to Marley on his own. Because I think in the last episode, Yelena even says that Aaron felt the same way that she felt, that like that they were wasting too much time. So the military had all the information that they needed as far as like who the actual enemy is and what the enemy's plans are, and et cetera, but they were all just sitting around waiting around. Aaron decided to take the thing into his own hands and go on over there and just push his ass over there, so that way everybody else would then have to come over there to get themselves, so that way they can then make a name for themselves, and then they can continue to push forward.
Okay, another thing that I think is weird is when the dude was talking to Niccolo and he was like, "You've become obsessed with the Eldians."
Yeah,
it's like, so whose side is he on? Like, what is this plan gonna do for him to even say that? Like, you're too obsessed with the Eldians. Like, everybody there is an Eldian. The people that you're on, like the Yeagers, are Eldian. So yeah. I'm confused as to what Yelena's like, what their plan is, because it doesn't seem like it's like Eldian friendly if people. Seems kind of weird. It always just feels...
it's all really weird and unclear, and I guess that brings up the point, or the idea that like maybe they haven't done the greatest job of like their draw and like the pull. I think the draw and pull for this season has been mostly mystery. has been surrounded by mystery, and like everything that was exciting about this season was because it was we didn't know what was going on, or we didn't know where such and such was, or we don't know what's going to happen when such and such meet. Like it kind of goes like to what I was saying about this episode specifically in the beginning, how like they kind of like with the Nicolo thing, how they kind of dragged it out a little too long. Like it was a nice thing, but it was a nice moment, but I felt like it definitely should have been a shorter moment. Like it definitely should have been done, or like should have been like a 5-minute thing, and not like the 10-minute thing that it was. But yeah.
Because I was like, oh, is this going to be the whole episode?
Yeah, pretty much.
I did think it was funny when Gabby was like, yeah, no, we're Marlians too. We jumped on the airship and killed somebody. He's like, did you kill a female soldier? Yeah, no, I shot her right in the chest. Yeah, I did. That was me. I'm like, Falco's like, yo, Gabby, chill. Like, we just got the breakdown. I didn't know that was her dad. Like, I don't know if y'all knew that already, but like that shit really blew my mind. Like, I was just like, oh fuck, I didn't realize that was her actual dad.
Well, that's why it was such a big deal. That's why it was such a big deal when they ran into her, or like when they did the reveal of who saved the other chick in the last or 2 episodes ago.
Well, yeah, no, I remember that. I just didn't know that was I didn't know that was like her her parents and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what Chris was saying in the chat. He was like, but look who it is that they're staying with. Look who is that? Who is that? He kept saying that. I mean, obviously, I didn't know who the fuck this guy was, even though we already saw him in the other episodes.
That's so funny. Yeah.
He's like, oh my god, they are dumb, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when they put 2 and 2 together, I was like, oh snap.
There you go. It makes 4. It does make 4. 2 plus 2 does make 4. That shit is wild.
I don't know, man. I think this show is just like it's really good, man.
And
I don't think I've cared this much about a show in a while.
In a long time.
Yeah.
It's just really me that Flock is like who they made him to be.
I gotta watch last season 3 again, because I don't really remember him that well. Like I know what y'all are talking about, but
y'all, you just have to watch the last.
Well, see, but the thing is, that's the Quad's point, Nesto, is like even watching and remembering, last season, when Aaron just pulled up, that shit was so funny. Even like even watching like last season and remembering it all. You said what?
Why are they giving him a bath?
I don't know.
He's like unconscious.
I feel really bad. My bad, Mike. I don't mean to keep cutting you off, but I feel bad for Hans, because she's just like, I didn't want to do this. And like you make me the leader. I feel like old dude killed himself on purpose, because he was like, shit's about to be wild. We're gonna end this shit right now. I don't have to worry about it.
Erwin just started. He was just shooting his shots every single time. I got a crazy idea. It might work. It might not. That was his entire role.
Yeah.
What's your idea, Erwin? All right. How about we just literally take everybody and charge straight ahead?
We're gonna die anyway. They're gonna kill us either way, so we might as well do something. Make it worth it. It's like, no other plans. Nothing else. We got nothing else.
Hey Hans, I might die after this, just so you know you're in charge. Good luck. I'm gonna go
see you later.
Giant monkey. 20 foot.
Who could be in charge besides Hans?
That's true.
Levi?
I don't think Levi has the fortitude to do it.
Armin? He's not. He's still a baby.
Well, they wanted Armin, or I thought Erwin originally wanted Armin to take his spot. I
mean, probably not
initially.
Right.
I don't know, man. I just feel like Armin's too annoying to be like a leader of the Scouts.
I think that he has like the brains to figure it out. He doesn't have the brawn, but he has the brains to just be like, all right, let me think about this, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Kind of like
John.
I'm watching whatchamacallit. I'm watching. So like the Nara dad or whatever, like how he's sitting down, trying to make all the plans. It's like he's not out there fighting, but you really need somebody to make strategies that will help you win.
Yeah.
I think Armin would be
Hey, Mike, can you go back a couple seconds?
Yeah. But yeah, now to go back to oh shit, hold on.
I thought my death happened.
I pressed oh my bad. Say what y'all said. I pressed the wrong button.
I thought my death was gonna happen, like not on this episode, like because I was watching it.
Yeah.
But I said 2 episodes, my death would happen, and it still happened. So now I don't effing know.
It might be next episode. I mean, with the as crazy as it looks like next episode's supposed to be.
My bad. 1 minute. I want to see what she talks about.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear you, first of all.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you go back like right before she's like, what do you mean? I didn't say anything about the MPs.
Oh, when he asked her about or not he asked her, but she asked him about the
He told him about the wine, and then
I'll just make the idiot MPs and the bigger idiots.
Yeah, he mentioned who exactly had the wine, which means that he knew the plan the entire time.
Yeah.
It was Agnes all along.
Yeah, he knew what was going. And no, but to go to what I was talking about earlier with Quad talking about Flock and everything, his character, even knowing who his character was the last season, like it's so weird that like
it's such a big character development.
Yeah, it's such a big switch. And and they're obviously giving him more. He obviously has more power than what he's actually like letting on, or what we assumed from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Gabby is scared, dude. Look at her.
Gabby don't know what the fuck is going on. Gabby's
still Aaron's like, look, this is about to happen. I'm about to go see my brother. He's like, you could do something, but I'm gonna eat you. Armin, you might want to keep it cute.
You might want to keep it cute.
No, Armin can fight him with it. Like, just I think him transforming into the Titan probably do a little something.
Get eaten before.
That was a pretty good part.
Aaron punched the hammer. Hammer Titan before it even finished.
Like putting itself together. Yeah, that nigga is quick now. He is fast.
Yeah, you know how long it takes for the Colossal Titan to like build up. He will eat that motherfucker before he even can. I don't even know. Like Armin, he need to keep it cute because Aaron will have the Colossal Titan.
I mean, shit, he's got the fucking Warhammer now, so all it takes is like him to wrap up whatever or grab Armin out of whatever he needs to grab him and then wrap him in whatever he needs to wrap him in and harden that bitch up.
I feel like Armin also doesn't have the heart to do anything like that.
I mean, but I feel like him and Mikasa probably. I wonder who's gonna, because at this point, Aaron has to die. No, like
yeah, I think it would be Mikasa that would kill him.
Yeah, I think by the end of the season he's dead.
Yeah, because like, what did the writer say? He was like, yeah, I just want everybody's feelings to be completely destroyed.
Yeah.
By the time they finish watching it, so I am bracing myself for like heartache.
Some wild shit.
I am completely okay with seeing Aaron, Mikasa, Armin, and John dying. The only one I don't want to see die is Levi.
I feel like a lot of people don't want to see Levi.
If Levi dies, I can't. There's no hope.
Now that we're talking about it, I think Levi's gonna be the one to end up killing Aaron, just because of off the strength of the one part we saw earlier where he was talking about how like every time they've gone to go save every time that we've gone to go save Aaron, we've lost somebody. We've lost people, a number of people or whatever. And, it was all because like we believed in like the hope of all this. So I think once he gets word of what's going down and he finds out that Zeke and Aaron have been in on this whole thing this entire time, I think he's going to snap and he's going to be pissed and he's going to immediately lunge at both Zeke and Aaron, try to kill them both just because
he do like a double spiral thing, like goes like under Zeke's arm, goes around Aaron's arm.
Oh god, dude, could you imagine what that's gonna look like? Oh my god.
I feel like Mikasa's gonna kill Aaron just because it's gonna. I feel like that would just be such like a twist. I think they would do that in the show.
But I feel like it's I don't know how much of a twist that would really be, because I feel like that's kind of like
expected.
Yeah, at this point I feel like it's kind of expected, only because like
I would say it's not expected just because of like her infatuation for him.
You know what I would like to see? I would like to see the Beast Titan and Aaron both get worked by the Ackermans. So like it's Mikasa and Aaron, and they just.
Oh, that would be a tough ass fight.
Not Mikasa and Aaron, but Mikasa and Levi.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, I don't even know how they would animate it, but like for us to see them at the same time, maybe side by side or something like that.
What's the sound they make, Quad?
Oh. That's all you hear. You don't see shit because they so fast.
I saw that fight the other day. I forgot that Levi literally got Zeke out of the Beast Titan, and he was really about to fuck him up. I was like, damn, I keep forgetting about that.
Pulled that man out, shoved the sword in his mouth, and was like, "You ain't going nowhere, bitch. You are going nowhere."
He ain't hesitate, and they would have been dead.
Any final thoughts?
I'm just excited to see what happens next.
Yeah, me too.
The same way I feel pretty much every Sunday now.
I'm ready for next Sunday. Well, let us know what you guys. Okay, my bad, Quad. Go ahead.
I wasn't even excited for this episode, but now I'm excited for next episode, so it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not these like looking at the preview. I thought it was gonna be something bad, like how it was like the first couple episodes.
Yeah.
Like I was getting that kind of vibe, but it wasn't like that. So it does seem like they're not gonna have that same kind of tempo. Like they're gonna keep it up.
Well, and I'm also still really interested to see what we're gonna how they're going to do the rest of this, rest of this season, because this is episode 72. Yes, episode 72, but it's episode like number for the season
10.
No, it's way past 10. I think it's 13. So if we're only supposed to get 16 episodes,
we're getting more than that, dude.
That means they have to wrap everything within the next 3 episodes. And are we going to leave this on a cliffhanger? Are they going to close out the series on a cliffhanger? Nobody knows. I mean, who knows?
I already told you how I felt about that last week. I will die.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, but they haven't. But they have not said anything about.
That would mess up the whole series. I'm sorry for cutting you off. That would mess up the whole series if they literally just stopped it like this, and then came out with a movie or something. They have to if they are gonna stop it just so the anime can catch up, they at least have to give us a part 2. We deserve more than just some half-ass movie.
Well, I deserve.
I deserve. Oh, you're the only person that watches Attack on Titan.
Yeah, and I deserve weekly episodes. All the way up until summer if they got to do that.
Well, so so I think the manga ends this month.
Next month, April 5th, I think you said. Chris.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the last chapter is within so it's within the next couple of months or whatever. So it's not I don't think it's a matter of the anime catching up to the manga necessarily. I think it's a matter of it's the pacing of how many chapters they're covering per episode. And I think when me and Chris talked about it before, he was saying something to the effect of it only it looks like they're only doing maybe 1 chapter an episode, if that. And there's 130 some odd chapters
in this season.
No, not in this season, but in the series. In total, there's 130.
So what you're saying is technically this is chapter 73 of the manga.
No, not chapter 72, but I don't think there is a corresponding chapter to the numbers. The numbers don't the numbers don't line up or whatever. But if you go and you look at if you go and look at the plot for the actual chapters, the plot of those chapters are being covered almost one at a time within any given episode.
Yeah, they're picking pieces of the manga, putting it in the episode.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that makes sense.
So but they're still so far behind from where the current manga is. So it's obviously got me questioning, how are we going to wrap this whole entire thing? How are we going to get to the end? But those are questions for a later day, another day. That's not today. You guys have any final thoughts?
No, I'm good, bro.
Quad, you?
Nope.
All right. Hey, let us know what you guys think of episode 72 down below. Again, like I said before, follow, share with your friends. Let everybody know. Twitch.tv/regular gaming guys is your home for regular gamers. We will be back next Sunday, of course. This is going live on Tuesday, obviously. But I'll see you guys next week. Bye.